You know, I tried to do this video 3 times now. The first time I got cut off. Second time, I didn't really like the messaging in what I was saying. It was a little bit convoluted, muddied the waters, so to speak. So I felt I would clear the air when it comes to the 3 fillies that raced here in Ohio tonight. A very revealing night. You know, I think we've had such a good run the last 2 weeks that we just assume that everything we put on the track goes forward. We all know that's not true. And when you're racing stake fillies, and you're that 6 to 8 to 10 to 1 shot, sometimes you are just a 6 or 8 or 10 to 1 shot. I don't think, now, let me break down what took place. Purple People Eater got everything her own way. I called on her at the head of the lane, and no one was home. Scoped her after, a little bit of mucus, but she did have flip-flops on and not a lot of grab. And I suspect that is the culprit as to why she didn't race good in her race that went 57-3, but it was also the slowest division of the night. That is important because there's some pretty decent fillies out there. Sedona Hill made that break leaving, and quite frankly, I'm the first one to throw shade on a bad drive or a mistake I made. I didn't ask her too much coming in at the gate. She was trotting out on her own. She didn't hit the bike. She wasn't sore. We brought her down to the next generation. She was off left hind. She was sound tonight. That's the best she's ever looked. Warming up, going in behind the gate. I was surprised she made a break, but she did. Now, she had 2 breaks in her life, and they're both on that surface. Could it have something to do with being able to grab the track? Maybe. I don't know. But I think it's a bit of a moot point at this point, this juncture, because I don't think either her or Purple People Eater are a top flight filly in Ohio. We're 3 stake races in, right? Now the good thing is, both of those fillies have a 2nd and a 4th place finish in the sire stakes. We looked it up. Jason and I are talking it over after tonight. You know, obviously I'm a little deflated over Purple People here. I can probably tell you if we took the flip-flops off, added some grab, would she trot over this track better? In hindsight, after sitting behind her on this track in this facility, yes, probably. Would she trot in 55? No. Would she trot in 56? Maybe. If she could trot in 56 anyway, that would put her squarely in about 5th best overall. She hasn't. I can't guess. And if I was to guess, I would say she's probably not top 5 or 8 in Ohio. Neither of them are. But as I was getting to this, Jason and I were looking it up. Jason looked it up, and we talked about it after. Those 2 fillies are sitting 7th and 8th right now in sire stake points. Speak of the devil. There's Jason right there. Both those fillies are sitting 7th and 8th in points with 2 sire stakes to go, and truthfully, we're quite hopeful that somebody jumps up, gets some points, and knocks them into the consolation situation. That's what I hope, anyway. That's my hope. My other hope is that this police officer coming behind me is not pulling me over, because I don't actually think I was speeding. No, he's not. So, many of you have been our clients for a while, and you know that aside from having the best filly, or one of the best fillies, which is a great feeling, the next best thing is that holy grail here in Ohio, where you make the Buckeye final and the consolation of the sire stakes. You're allowed to do that here in Ohio. Now, although I think we're in pretty good shape to make the consolation with both fillies, they got some work to do to make the Buckeye final. There's 2 Buckeyes left. They both won a Buckeye. There's 2 Buckeyes left. They would have to do good in both of them, I think, to make the final. 6 days from now is the 4th one, and they'll both be in that one. So in regards to the lackluster performances of the 2 trotting fillies, as I said in the outset of this video, revealing. a revealing night from both of them. I wasn't disappointed. 2-year-old trotters will make a break from time to time. I think that what I felt was a filly that made a mistake. Shouldn't have, but did. It'll happen. And the other filly just felt like maybe she was slipping a little bit. Flip-flops are probably not the best for here. But even if you can extrapolate and say, well, if we do this and do that, they're still not top sire stake fillies. So I think the place for them to be is in the Buckeye and the Consolation if we can. So that was the 2 trotting fillies. I got to watch Brace for Landing race. Man, I was really impressed with how he looked. I thought his hobbles looked really tight. I'm going to talk to James about it. I'm going to give him a call in a minute. He should be done almost at Mohawk soon. I liked the way he moved back to the front, sat quietly, finished off his work. I did think his hobbles looked a little bit tight. We'll address that. So the way that the belly band hobbles work is a lot of them are different. You have holes that are in the little key, or the ones we have, it's just a bar that slides back and forth and then has 2 bolts that you just tighten up and clamp down. Just loosen them up, probably let them out an inch and a half for Brace's next race. Now, Brace's next race, I had a lot of people asking, Anthony, you really want to put him in the Beal? I think if this horse is good, regardless, yes, I think we should. There's an A, B, and C division. I don't think Brace for Landing's made enough money to get himself into the C division, but you never know. And if you enter and don't get in, they give you your nomination money back. So there's an A, B, and C division. I assume there's 8 on the gate. That means 24 horses taken for the Beal. I am going to enter Crantini, and I am going to enter Brace for Landing. Somebody asked me the other day, they said, Crantini, you going to race him again this week? Yeah, not an inch. I'm not giving him an inch. We got him going in the right direction. We're going to keep him going in the right direction. He's got some work to do before he earns any inches. He's not getting any from me right now. So yes, he's racing tomorrow. He's going to race in the Sire Stakes next week, and then the Beal the week after that. So yeah, he's got some racing ahead of him. But I thought Brace for Landing was good. Very happy with what I saw from him, and excited moving forward. I hope this is a stepping stone forward for Brace for Landing. You guys know how I feel about this colt. I think he's got I think he's going to have a wonderful future. I think he's going to do us some good. He's got some work to do. He's going to pay us back. But still, he's a win's a win. I'm happy tonight. And then I went with Venice Blue Chip. You guys know something's going on with this filly. She's not lame. She's not sore. But she is regressing. And I don't know why. Is it allergies? Could be. I'd like to see some blood work again on this filly. I'm going to have a good conversation with Jason and Dr. Latessa tomorrow. I would like to know what their thoughts are on this filly. What is going on with her in their minds. Because I can tell you one thing. The best start of her life might have been her first or second start. And her last 2 were definitely her worst 2. Good trips. She got up for 3rd. Just wandered by a lame duck. Their horses were just sitting there. They're just buoys. And she wandered by them to be 3rd her last start. And then tonight, dropped her over into the 2-hole and was absolutely done at the 5/8. That's not this filly. Never felt her tired in my life. She was exhausted. So, need to know what's going on with her. Tomorrow will be day 1 of figuring out what is going on with Venice Blue Chip. So tonight, a bit of a bust at the track here at Northfield, or at Scioto. Definitely a great night at Mohawk. I haven't said that in a while. But a bust here at Scioto, except for the fact that it was, as I said before, revealing. We got to take a look at what we do and don't have, and then adjust our schedules. We're lucky in the sense that it looks like we're in good shape to drop off the Sire Stake list into the Consolation list, and if we have a nice good run in these last 2 Buckeye Stakes, we might make it into both the Consolation of the Sire Stakes and the Buckeye Final. That would be good business. So with that, I'm going to let you go. Tomorrow's a new day, and is it ever a new day? A ton of horses racing tomorrow. I don't know how many we have racing tomorrow. I can find out in 1 second. We have, oh man, have Horn Player racing tomorrow from the rail. Excited to race her. Crantini is racing tomorrow. Irresistible Sun, Memory and Imagination. War with Yuri, back at it tomorrow. Austral Hanover, Vaquero Blue Chip. Blanton's Blue is racing tomorrow. Good luck to everybody with Blanton's Blue. We have Victory Blue Chip, first start on Lazex racing tomorrow. Absolute Euphoria might be like 10-1 morning line, but I can't wait to watch this filly race. She looked very, very good last week. Activation, looking to build on his win totals for this year. Our winningest 2-year-old in the burn. My 1%, I can't wait to watch him race. JK Victory's at it again. Kings County is racing tomorrow. I did not know that. And Swinging Senorita's in also. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I know you didn't have a great night if you're any of my partners on the 3 at Scioto, but you know what? Take it for what it was. As I said, it was revealing. It let us know that although we have nice fillies, there are some nicer ones. So what are we going to do about it? I think we got a good plan moving forward. Let's execute it. So with that, I'll let you go. Take care. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Lots going on tomorrow.